Steve Bannon's lawyers went to court this week trying to get a judge, actually the New York Supreme Court, to delay the investigation into Steve Bannon. They don't want to have to go to trial. They don't want to have to put any briefs out. They said they needed 10 months. And the reasoning these lawyers gave, the two lawyers that Bannon has hired, listen to this. We're both solo practitioners. There's no possible way we can review the materials in 3 months. Which is how long, of course, they had been given. You got 3 months to go through 4 terabytes of discovery that prosecutors have put together. Basically 4 months to review all of the documents that we've already gone through to basically show that your client is guilty as hell. They said, well, look, I'm a single lawyer in my firm. This guy's a single lawyer in his firm. We're just so swamped. We can't do this. We need 10 months. And Supreme Court Justice Juan Merchan on Tuesday rejected the claim by Bannon's attorneys that they need 10 months to review the more than 4 terabytes of data that prosecutors have produced in discovery. 10 months is just not within the realm of reality, he said, giving the defense 4 months instead. 10 months, totally out of the realm of reality. If it takes you 10 months to go through that much data, then you're just horrible at your job. And let's talk for a minute about this argument of, oh, we're just solo practitioners. We don't have the time. Y'all know who goes through the documents first, right? It's the staff, right? It's the paralegals. It's the other legal employees at the firm. The lawyers aren't sitting there going through 100% of it the second it comes in. There is a process. Now, most lawyers will go through almost all of it, but they have their other people, the other employees, because you have to have those in a law firm. It's not just one guy with a desk in a building. They go through it and weed out the bullshit. That's their job. Like, get rid of anything that we know is just stupid and we don't need. Find me what they call the hot docs, right? The big ones. The damning quotes, the damning evidence, all of that kind of thing. Highlight it and then bring it to me, the lawyer. That's how these things work. So these lawyers are absolutely, not being forthright with the judge when they're like, well, it's just me and it's just him and what do we do? You do what every other law firm in the country does and you have your staff do it. And then you go through the stuff that is deemed important. Now, for the record, all of this, of course, is involving the We Build the Wall fraud scam, where the group raised $25 million, built 3 miles of border wall, and then used the rest of the money to buy a boat, a 2018 Land Rover, Range Rover, a golf cart, jewelry, cosmetic surgery, and other items. I didn't know the cosmetic surgery was on there. And it's not just Bannon who did that. It's also the co-founder, Brian Kolfage, who pleaded guilty to this back in April. So because he pleaded guilty, he, of course, I believe he does not have his Fifth Amendment rights. Bannon has pleaded not guilty, but he did accept a pardon on the federal level for this fraud. And the pardon on the federal level is the same as an admission of guilt, which means he didn't have his Fifth Amendment rights. I don't know how that'll play in this one, but I also know that accepting a pardon for something being an admission of guilt and then pleading not guilty to the same stuff on the state level, not exactly sure how you reconcile that, right? Because you're going to go in front of a jury and the jury's going to be like, well, hold up, wait, didn't you already get a pardon for this? And now you're saying you didn't do it. So why'd you need the pardon? That's going to play a big role, by the way, in this trial when it eventually happens. And unfortunately for Bannon's lawyers, it's going to happen a lot sooner than they had hoped.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.